Yeah, the community of musicians I grew up with were just kind of, we have like 5 or 6 different bands gigging around town all the time, playing like, whether it's like blues or like norteño or jazz or like Eastern European folk music or whatever, and cumbia, chicha, all these different kinds of things. And we put together this group just doing instrumental music kind of background at a hotel in Hollywood, and we had this gig like 3 or 4 nights a week for a while, and we're kind of just mixing everything, all these different influences that we kind of had, the stuff we've been playing for a long time, and we're just kind of throwing whatever at this project, just kind of playing all different types of tunes. And we kind of left the hotel doing background music, started playing at bars for dancers and stuff, and people just started showing up, and we moved to little theaters in LA, and then we started getting asked to play in other cities and just started touring. This was all within a couple of years, so this is all pretty new to us still, to be touring and playing all over the place. Just a really beautiful thing to be able to, share all this good music that we kind of grew up around in LA, and, feeling that we're representing a lot of the musical culture of the city, and being able to kind of share that around the world. And, I feel really lucky to have grown up there and known so many great musicians. And, as this project kind of gets bigger and we start moving all over the world and stuff, I love having the opportunity to bring some of the musicians that we know from back home and do collaborations with all kinds of different people that we like. And it's a great opportunity. When we got together with this group, we really weren't like forcing anything. We were just kind of really open-minded. I think part of it was just sort of starting out as background music. We really were just kind of thinking about playing whatever we felt like, any kind of style, and just making stuff up. I feel like that kind of attitude we had of being really just kind of free and loose with it, really, we ended up kind of almost accidentally creating something really cool.